Day 2 of the Lawrence quarantine, day 18 of somebody else's quarantine, day 6.5 of whatever. All right, it's Wednesday. What we're gonna do, warm up. You've got another minute run. Get used to that. Side note, if you want to play with these warm-ups, by all means, play with what works. If you want to go for an 800-meter run, it doesn't matter. Go for a run. Try to breathe through your nose. Little tidbit on nose breathing. There's a lot of stuff out there right now just because your nose is a filter. Whether or not that's going to prevent you from getting sick is whatever. There are studies, but breathing through your nose does increase your ability to tolerate carbon dioxide. If you can tolerate a higher level of carbon dioxide, especially in your warm-up, it increases your ability to oxygenate your muscles. So especially in the warm-up, if you guys can breathe through your nose and breathe slowly as best you can, you will deliver more oxygen to your muscles for the next piece of this workout. There's burpees, sorry. So once you get done your minute run, then you're gonna go through 20 seconds of a side plank. What I want you guys to do is focus on pulling yourself up into the side plank and not just popping the hips up. If you do that slowly with intent and keep your hips on top of each other without one or the other being not balanced, you will find a much stronger activation in your obliques, which is what we're chasing after. So pull yourself up from the ground using your side abs and you'll get a lot better of an effect out of these side planks. Once you do 20 seconds on each side, flip over on your back and you have 10 alternating dead bugs. Just like your bird dogs from the other day, play around with the tensions in your body through this. It is a good rehab exercise for bracing in the core and how to brace in different ways. So by the time we get done with this, everyone better be able to do a dead bug coordinated with contralateral movement. So opposite hand, opposite leg, working together at the same time, please. After you get done with those 2 rounds of the run, side plank, and dead bugs, we're gonna go into some stretching. So you can do some partner PNF stretching. What that's gonna do is we're gonna go through 5 cycles of 5 to 10 seconds pushing against your partner or an object or the ground, feeling your hamstring activate, and then 5 to 10 seconds of stretching deeper into that hamstring stretch. Go back and forth for 5 rounds of that and then switch sides and then switch partners if you are with somebody during quarantine. Just make sure you communicate with your partner. You don't want to overstretch them, but you also want to make sure that they get something out of it. So you don't want to be super gentle. After you get done with both of you going through that, you got a short little EMOM, 6 minutes, 20 seconds, high knees, just get moving, about an 8 out of 10 effort level. You don't have to go full blast, but don't make it a slow jog. 40 seconds rest, and then at the top of the next minute, 3 to 5 inchworms. If you want to do a push-up, if you want to do a reach, whatever you want to do. You could also play around with wide feet. But rock out some inchworms, get the hamstrings moving again after that deep stretch. Here's where we're going to part ways with the old equipment status. If you have a barbell and plates, awesome. Work on some power snatches. If you have enough weight to get to a heavy power snatch, cool. Take 10 minutes, snatch away. If you don't have any equipment, I've attached a video of, I'm gonna butcher his name, Alexi Torta something or other. He's an Olympic level lifter. He's strong, very good. The video goes through an at-home workout that he released a couple days ago. I think it starts more or less around 2 minutes into that video, and then the useful part goes to about 8 minutes. So I would just follow along with it. That's how it's set up. It's not in Russian. He has English on the thing. Super easy to do with a broom or brush or some long cylindrical thing. If you have a PVC pipe at home, awesome. Honestly, even if you don't, you can mime that out. You don't really need to do anything as far as having an object in your hands. Going through the motions is going to be useful. If you have a dumbbell, cool. You can work on some single arm dumbbell technique. So how you catch, how fast you can be, doing it for reps, whatever that is. Take 10 minutes, work on your snatches. It's gonna be good for you. All right, the Metcon for today. We've got a 14-minute AMRAP of 10 hang power snatches, 50 double unders, 12 bar facing burpees. I don't know if that lined up or not, but there it is. I'm gonna go through the intent and the options for each movement. So 10 hang power snatches. If you have the weight, cool, you're looking at a moderate loading for that, something that you could probably do unbroken. And then during the WOD, probably gonna break it up into 2 sets, or if you're really gritty, you just hang on the whole time. This shouldn't be something that you have to do in sets of 2 to 3. Cool. If you have dumbbells or kettlebells, with the dumbbells we can go alternating for 20 reps, just dumbbell snatches. The other thing we can do with the kettlebells is either straight up overhead with an American style for 20 reps, or you can do snatches. So you would do like 5 snatches on one hand, 5 snatches on the other, 2 rounds of that for your 20 reps. That's gonna give you a similar effect. Keep in mind, if you have a really heavy kettlebell at home, you might cut those reps down. Same thing with the dumbbells. If you have a heavy dumbbell at home, you might cut those reps back down just to make it have more sense. If you don't have any equipment, find something to go from ground to overhead. So for as long as a small child is gonna let you throw them up overhead, awesome, that'd be a really good thing. You can treat it like a kettlebell swing, more like a clean and jerk, I guess. Or anything that's like a moderate load, a decently sized chair, vacuum, something huge from Costco, stack all of your toilet paper together and just go up and down with it. Other things we can do for the double unders, general scale, if you have your jump rope and you are not yet able to do double unders, this is a phenomenal time to practice double unders. What I would do within this Metcon is every 5 single unders, do a double under attempt, okay? Try to keep your jump the same, jump as high as possible, feel that rope spin twice, and then go back into your single unders. You want this to last about a minute, so you could probably get in 30 to 50 of those, depending on how fluid you are in transition. But keep moving through it. After about a minute to 90 seconds, you should be moving on to your burpees. If you don't have a rope, we've got penguin taps. Brooke did them, so can you. I don't, but Brooke, you had a jump rope. Like, I literally stayed up all night and I was just wondering, like, why? You have a jump rope, just use your jump rope. But solidarity. So you can either do a target, you can do penguin jumps, you can do quick lateral hops, whatever you want to do, but just get that jumping effect in there. And then we're gonna finish out with burpees. If you've got room to do a bar facing burpee or facing whatever object you have to jump over, cool. If you wanna do lateral, if you wanna do regular burpees, that's also gonna work. And that's gonna be our AMRAP. Try to keep moving through it. Your rest, quote unquote, is gonna be somewhere in the double unders and burpees-ish, depending on what you're good at. But we're just looking for consistency here. I would chase after settling into your pace pretty early on. You're gonna know by about the second round, and then I would either try to pick it up with 4 minutes to go, or just maintain that pace through that entire 14 minutes. Really good practice for those 3 different movements to try to have a consistent effort level. Cool. Score is going to be your rounds and reps. If you come up with something super creative, post it onto the Facebook group as far as the ground to overhead, and we'll try to get you some more ideas soon.